Despite our all-consuming schedules, we still want to find ways to help others, and our New England communities offer numerous opportunities to give back and offer assistance to those in need.
They sure do. Dress for Success is an international organization where women help women, with branches throughout New England. And today, joining us is Dawn Creighton, director of the Western Massachusetts branch. Welcome, Dawn.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me. This is fantastic.
Great to have you here.
Dawn, tell us what the mission is of Dress for Success and how it's helping women globally as well as regionally here in New England.
Fantastic. Great question. Thank you. So Dress for Success is a global organization, as you indicated, that helps empower women to either enter the workforce or re-enter the workforce. Okay. We have 142 affiliates in 22 different countries. Wow. Where we provide clothing, we provide training, mentoring. It's all about empowering the woman.
Terrific.
That's incredible. Yeah. Well, what can we do? What can women do locally to help?
Locally, women can donate clothes. That's easy. We all go through different shapes and sizes at times in our lives.
I know what you're talking about, Dawn.
Always things we can shift out to make room for new clothes.
Yeah.
But what we really need is volunteers and money. I'm not going to be shy. We need money. And the money is for the training programs that we have. Well, everybody knows Dress for Success for the fact that we empower women by giving them a suit to get them ready for a job interview. What we really need to do is help them get the skills that they need to retain that job. So the financial contributions go towards the various programs that we have, whether it's our PWG, Professional Women's Group Mentoring, or our Foot in the Door program that help empower women to get a National Career Readiness Certificate, get essential life skills training, and get them the retention tools that they need. Because the worst thing that we can do is help a woman get a job with a snazzy little suit, but not the tools that she needs to be able to maintain that job.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
So people should go to the website, find the branches where they can donate or volunteer.
And the volunteering is fun. I mean, it is like a lot of fun. I always say to people, I learn more from the women that we serve than anything. You know, they ground me. Yeah. They remind me of what my children need from me as a mother. Right. They remind me, I have to take a step back and sometimes go, okay, what do I do with my employee tomorrow? Because I learned this from one of the women that we serve. Yeah. I had one of my board members embrace me one day in tears and say, Dawn, I want to thank you. You pushed me out of my limit and I grew from this experience. I feel like we as board members and committee members grow as much as the women that we serve. Yeah. So the volunteering can be anything from being one of the mentors to we do some cool things, like right now, if we're doing this big fundraiser at Six Flags on Thanksgiving weekend. Yeah. Wow. Donate a suit and you get in for free.
Oh my
Who doesn't want to go to Six Flags for free?
That's
exactly.
So fun. Yeah. We need to move on. Let me just ask you this one question. So women are entering and re-entering the workforce at different points in their lives. Yeah. But considering what you tell your clientele, what types of tips can you give to our viewers, even for re-entering the workforce?
So I would say, I brought a couple of examples, I hope you don't mind.
No, I love this.
I think what we need to do is we need to recognize that there's some outfits that are appropriate for work and there are some that aren't appropriate. Yeah. I always say dress like you're getting ready to go to your grandmother's. And if your grandmother likes it, your employer probably will too.
Okay.
You're good.
You need to have something that makes you feel good. You need to wear an outfit that's one step above the job that you're going to do. You need to remember that when you go into a staffing agency, that's your first interview, that's your employer. Don't go in jeans and a t-shirt, go dress nice. So we have two different outfits here. One is a nice, simple black dress that can be perfect for an interview. And then we have this. This is what you would not want to wear. It's more of a beach cover-up. But we've actually observed people go into interviews in an outfit like this. And we're not going to get hired.
In case the camera and you at home are not able to see the details, this is soft cotton with little ruffles. Yeah, very soft, and like you said, Dawn, like a beach cover-up.
A beach cover, and somebody might be confused because it says Ann Taylor Loft.
Yeah.
Oh, good point.
So don't go by the brand name. Go by the style of the dress. And if you ever have questions on what's appropriate and what's not appropriate, ask your neighbor. Ask your mother. Ask somebody.
Get a second set of eyes.
Get anyone. Right, the grocery store, whatever.
It's really important because that first impression is a lasting impression. And if you wear something, a nice outfit that's going to impress the employer, that builds your self-confidence as well. You go in with that conviction. I got this.
Well, we need to throw to our audience panel of New England women. Ladies, what do you think of the advice that that Dawn has shared with us? Hugh, why don't we start with you?
First, Dawn, you look fabulous.
The cutest outfit, we all love it.
Yes.
So I teach personal branding, right? And so aside from the aesthetics and feeling good, what does clothes actually communicate to an employer about the person standing in front of them asking for a job?
That's a great question. Clothing can really, first off, inside. When you look good, you feel good. So that builds that confidence. And if you go in, your shirt's untucked and your shoes untied and something's torn, you're not going to have that confidence. Even if you think you look good, you know. Somebody's got to know that they don't. And that tells the employer right then and there, this person is not prepared. They don't have the skills to think things through of what they need to do to get to the next step. So even if you don't have the most stylish clothing, that's not going to hurt somebody. No employer's going to hold that against you. But have it tucked in, have it clean, have it looked orderly, have it look neat.
It seems like that would extend to hair and makeup and also like just hygiene in general.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you're showered that
Make sure you're showered.
You've seen it. The look on your face was like going to get me started.
Don't even. And you know, great point.
Yeah.
So sometimes we might often think of somebody that, like, you know, maybe BO is the first thing that you went to. Oh, you know what's almost worse than BO is tasting the perfume of the person next to you.
That's a good
That
point.
can be
Yeah.
nagging. And an employer is saying, we have a work-sensitive environment. Somebody's going to be sitting next to this person getting a migraine because of the smell of this perfume. Even if it's a pretty smell, if it's too strong, no.
So don't wear perfume in general because you don't really necessarily know how strong it is.
Right.
Okay, Rebecca, what do you think?
So for women who are just entering the workforce and maybe they can't get referred to Dress for Success, what are some really basic low-cost wardrobe staples that can kind of get them started?
That's a great question. A clearance rack? A clearance rack? Something basic. Buy a black dress. Go to a tag sale, go to Goodwill, go to Salvation Army, go to something, buy a black dress. You can accessorize this. I mean, the pearls just drop, but you can make this plain black dress look dynamite with a scarf, with a little bit of jewelry, with some shoes.
Like a solid dress.
Solid dress.
Yeah.
Another little
Accessorize
jacket.
with
If you
scarves.
find another jacket at Goodwill, you can add that another day to it, make it a whole new outfit. Yeah.
Very good. Carol?
Carol?
I don't really have a question, but I think what you're doing is fantastic. So on behalf of all the women that you've helped, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We look forward to recruiting you.
I was going to say,
I
volunteer.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Start a branch, right?
Yeah, there we
Is it
go.
possible?
Yeah, we have in New England alone, we all work very closely together. We have a nice relationship. We have Western Mass Dress for Success, we have Worcester, we have Boston, we have Hartford, and we just opened a branch on the Cape, so that's really exciting. But there is opportunities in New Hampshire, in Vermont, in Rhode Island if somebody wants to. You go directly to the Dress for Success website, and they can put you in touch with Dress for Success Global.
Very good. Very good. Well, thank you very much, panelists. And Dawn Creighton, thank you very much for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me. This was exciting.
Good, good.
Thanks, Dawn.
And of course, you can learn more about Dress for Success on their website, dressforsuccess.org.